Hello, Betty Krawczyk here. I understand perfectly that summer days are upon us and that people don't want any more bad news. Everybody has had enough bad news and it's still coming in. And please, let's just have a relaxing time for once and not have to worry about what's happening in the rest of the world. Well, I understand that. I really do. I understand it perfectly. And actually, I approve of that. That people shouldn't be too overburdened. We all get shell shocked, and we then don't know what to think really about anything because it's all so comes so fast and so jumbled up. But there is something happening right here in Canada that, yes, is connected to the international world, but affects Canadians where our pocketbooks are. And this is the banking system and how it has operated in the past several years through the Harper government to allow a drastic change to take place in the way Canadian citizens will be treated in case of another economic meltdown. The last meltdown was a simple one in a sense because governments just took the US government and European governments, they just took taxpayers' money that had already been collected and gave it to the banks. That's what they did literally. That was called the banking bailout. The banks were bailed out of their stupid and greedy mistakes by us, by the taxpayers who certainly didn't feel that these stupid and greedy bankers deserved this money, but our governments, the governments who indulged in this, said, well, they're too big to fail. Okay, so that was that. That was then. This is now, and that things have changed because, well, the bailout was, of course, taxpayers' money. The banks have come up with a neater way to do this, and governments, Western governments, have signed on to this. The Western banking system has signed on to it, which means this now is called a bail-in, and the banks can just simply go into your accounts and shuffle them around and take what they need and without even asking you or asking anybody, because they have that power now. It's solidified. It's been stamped and delivered by the Canadian government, and it was in the absolute cement of the Canadian budgets several years ago. The Harper government has been working on this for a number of years now. But this now is the bail-in. If you have over $10,000 or anything that's uninsured in the bank, the banks can look at that in terms of evaluating whether or not they can just take it. So, and this includes things like pensions. Is this going to include pensions? Well, that would be the way the language implies. Will it include insurances? Well, what exactly will this all include besides direct deposits over $10,000. We're looking at this. I'm researching this right now, but I wanted to get started with this conversation because we certainly need to have it, and to have it now, as we can't fix anything unless we know what it is. So first we have to find out exactly what it is, even though so far the government has been very vague. Well, we will continue to press and see exactly what this is about. that how a bail-in morphed out of a bail-out to the point where people's deposits are not safe. They're not out of the reach of confiscation by the banking system and by our government. So more next time. Okay, thank you. Bye.